The Southwest High School parking lot was deserted on New Year's Eve, save for a solitary figure in a silver Honda Civic. Cosette Evans sat huddled in the passenger seat, her fingers deftly tying and untying the laces of her Converse shoes. Her anxiety prickled, almost tangible, as a slow parade of snowflakes descended from a stagnant gray sky. It was her last year of school, and she was spending the dawn of the new year in anticipation of her fourth driving test. The car's door swung open abruptly, and in lumbered a burly man, the scent of his cologne permeating the car. He was her driving instructor, gruff and impatient. A quick exchange, a confirmation of her name, and a reminder of her past failures. They swapped places, and Cosette felt the cold sting of the snowflakes as she walked around the car. As the snow fell, the instructor's impatient voice echoed in the car. "Let's not waste time in the parking lot." Across the road, the Shake Stop's colored "Open" sign illuminated the falling snow, transporting me back to a summer day not too long ago. The day was bright, the air was warm, and the sun was high in the sky. It was the kind of day that makes you feel like anything is possible. My sister Jamie, my father, and I had decided to stop by the Shake Stop. We were all in good spirits, laughing and joking around. My father, with his usual confident swagger, approached the counter and ordered a peanut protein dream shake. Jamie and I couldn't help but laugh. "Peanut butter dream protein cream shake, Dad," I corrected him, shaking my head in amusement. "How is anybody supposed to remember that?" Dad joked back, handing over a crisp 20 to the worker. We all shared a laugh, even the worker, a girl I recognized from school. That memory is so vivid in my mind because it was the day before his diagnosis. We were sitting on the stones at the edge of the strip mall, looking over at the sun setting above Southwest High. The way the sun painted the brick walls a dazzling orange, and how the cicadas began to chirp from the creek bed behind the school. It was a moment of pure serenity. "Do you guys like high school?" Dad suddenly asked. Jamie rolled her eyes. "It's summer break, Dad. Don't do this." "I'm just asking," he defended himself, a playful twinkle in his eyes. He then turned to me. "I think you will love senior year, especially you, Cozy." "Why's that?" I asked, genuinely curious. "Because," he beamed at me, the sun illuminating his brown eyes, "you've always loved a good ending." The memory of my father's brown eyes, gleaming in the summer sun as he told me, "You've always loved a good ending," lingered with me as I turned back to the present. Fighting back tears, I flicked on the left turn signal at the 27th intersection. My fingers, slick from the snow outside, slipped slightly on the worn plastic of the steering wheel. The car hummed beneath me, the engine's steady rhythm my only comfort in this moment. I glanced at the driving instructor, his eyes trained on the road ahead. I could tell he was trying to hide his impatience, but the tapping of his pen against his clipboard gave him away. As I eased the car into the intersection, the world outside was a flurry of white. The snowflakes swirled in the glow of the streetlights, each one a tiny, fleeting masterpiece. The world was hushed, the only sound the crunching of tires on the fresh snow. It was in this silence that my father's words echoed in my mind. I could almost see him sitting in the passenger seat, his brown eyes sparkling with a mix of amusement and pride. Stepping gently on the accelerator, I moved us forward. The car lurched slightly as we gained speed, the windshield wipers working overtime to clear my view. I could see the driving instructor out of the corner of my eye, his pen poised over the clipboard. I could feel the weight of his judgment. As I navigated the car down the snow-covered road, my father's words echoed in my mind. "You've always loved a good ending." But was this a good ending? Or was this just another chapter in a story that was far from over? I gripped the steering wheel tighter, the cold plastic biting into my skin. The snow was falling heavier now, each flake a reminder of the unfinished journey ahead. I could feel the car struggle slightly under the weight of the snow, the wheels slipping ever so slightly on the icy road. But I didn't slow down. I couldn't, not when the end was so near. The driving instructor cleared his throat, breaking the silence. "All right, Evans, let's see how you handle the highway." I took a deep breath, steeling myself for what was to come. As I stared at the spot across the road where he'd said those words to me, I knew there wasn't going to